Hello, welcome back to Yakuza.
Dante, you sounded vaguely like Albert Wesker right there. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Alright, time for the final power-up. What's a good answer for upgrade?
Alright. HP, yeah. Let's hear it for HP. Woo!
HP very quickly goes from the most important upgrade to the least important upgrade. Hence why it was last.
I'm sure it'll be helpful, but yeah, we can just like throw men just like it was nothing.
Yeah, I had to get that one as soon as I could.
We can throw men as though they had the weight of a pillow.
Anyways, despite already being at the item/equipment screen, I completely forgot to unequip the bulletproof vest. And Komaki will not fight us if we're wearing a bulletproof vest.
I mean, I don't see why you need us to not be wearing this. And he just pulls out a gun.
What I like is that he will not fight you for any equipment, and that includes the things that don't do anything, like the cologne.
You smell too good. Fuck you.
Take that off, Kiryu. Our third and final counter. Take that, old man.
Jeez.
And the timing's always a little hard for me to get.
Yep. I mean, he's so much less impressive than doing that. Just shifting all of his weight and slamming it onto a man.
I guess this is a problem I have. I've mentioned several times that Kamaki's school techniques just get worse as you go along in this game. But also, like, the last three are all just different types of counters. Like, what kind of Yakuza savant is able to, like, not only figure out which counter would work best in the situation, but actually react in time to use that counter over others? You're just gonna pick one and stick with it. And you're probably just gonna use the first one because it's the one you get first and have been using the most by the time you get the others. But canonically, Kiryu did do all that training, so I had to do it. Alright, anyways, time for my biggest disappointment in recording this game. A super special boss.
Joe Lennox. There he is.
Joe Amon.
Dang, nice theme.
He gets Scarlet Scar. I got the name. Alright, so Joe Amon. First thing.
Ah, fuck, he's fast. And he's got a gun.
Yeah, thanks, Komaki. I forgot to equip my bulletproof vest because of you.
Well, I mean, clearly he didn't really learn from his teachings. Because he probably threw in somewhere, by the way, put your shit back on. You know, I don't want you smelling good during the... Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, this is me making sure I still have my bulletproof vest equipped. It just doesn't matter. He can just shoot you anyways.
Oh my god, this is wonderful. Christ! Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll just point it out now. I probably should have said this before the fight started. I do have an infinite health cheat on. Look at this. I don't care if you're good at the game. This is bullshit.
I feel like this man is just from a completely different action movie. Like, it's got 1 degree less seriousness than Yakuza, which is impressive. I
mean, that's sort of where they took the Amon boss fights. The fight in Yakuza 0, Majima fights Joe Amon, Kiryu fights, I forget his name, but Joe Amon's dad. The Majima's fight isn't as goofy. Although Joe does do some bullshit, like he will throw bad healing items into your inventory. But they have really similar names. It's like instead of Stamina and Spark, it's Stamina and Spork. So you go to drink it, and then your health drops and you fall on the ground.
Let me drink this delicious potion. Oh fuck, that was a spork potion. No, it was just filled with sporks.
Meanwhile... Oh right, I think I've had enough.
And he's had enough of you having enough. No. No.
Let's roll out
No.
the barrel.
No.
We'll have a barrel of fun. I also love this crowd cheering while two men are unloading guns into each other.
Hell yeah, Joe, get him!
This is downtown Tokyo. They would be sprinting in the other direction, screaming at the top of their lungs.
Oh fuck, one gun? That's not normal. Oh, that's a second gun. That's a second gun. Nope. Does that man have a machine gun? Oh no, he's just really good with a pistol. Okay, well that's even scarier.
Anyways, I was going to say Kiryu's boss fight in Yakuza 0 with Papa Amon is way more Looney Tunes-like, because his like second phase of the boss fight is he calls down a helicopter, gets in it, and then starts throwing like lawn chairs at you. And I forget, I feel like you have to throw a bomb back at him, like he's a Banjo-Kazooie boss. Or a Legend of Zelda boss. That boss fight was good, but even in 0, like, I have Yakuza 0 at 99% complete because I can't beat Joamon with Majima. You can't even cheese it, because if he ever knocks you down, he can one-shot you.
Jeez.
And to my knowledge, there's no way to prevent him from doing that. Maybe there is, and I just don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna need a Minato shield here.
Also, I feel like Joamon's hitbox is a little wonky. There are a lot of times where I feel like I should have hit him and I don't hit him.
He is a man who has just morphed his very hitbox. He just looks like one of those, like, pictures of weird hitboxes, you know? Where they just show the really wonky, like, red boxes here, green boxes here, that thing. Then it's just, I'm going to do a simple kick, and then half the screen is just filled with the hitbox.
Anyways, I feel like this creates a distinction between the Let's Plays that I do and the Let's Plays that you do on your channel. Because you typically do no hit runs.
Yeah, I would not do that for Yakuza.
I'm doing an all hit run. I'm going to be hit by every single enemy I could conceivably be hit by in the game.
I love his run cycle. God, like, he's designed like he's supposed to be this very cool assassin, and then he does this shit. So, like, if you just take a look at him, it's like, oh yeah, whatever, it's Joamon, I don't know. And then he just starts doing this shit. It's like, hell yeah, Joamon. He draws crowds.
There's just enough Looney Tunes. There's just enough Looney Tunes in this fight. I don't remember if this is real, but I'm pretty sure there is at least one member of the Amon family that can just straight up do a Kamehameha. You have to be hit with lasers at some point. No, you know what it was? It wasn't that. It was, do you remember the laser satellite from Akira?
Uh-huh.
It's that. He just has an orbital strike on you.
He probably couldn't, but I ain't gonna stick around and see if he can. Did he actually connect with that kick? I heard him.
No, he just shot me.
Okay.
He just Indiana Jones me. Also, he has one of the Kamaki counters, I guess.
I could have sworn he just kicked and you were several inches away, and I just heard a sound. Okay, maybe the sounds are just weird, because there was also a hit sound there, and that was nothing.
No, he was shooting me. He has two types of shots. There's the rapid fire one, and then there's the one where he just pulls out he just aims and shoots a single time.
And it's also invisible. It's like a silencer, but for visuals.
Yeah, I don't think they render bullets in this game. I don't think any of the... But yeah, see, no bullets are there, you just see the impacts.
Oh no, he's frozen time!
Yeah! This is his final move, breaking my emulator. I would lose my shit if they did that. Anyways, let's try this again without the infinite health cheat. Uh-oh. It's still broken, Fefner.
Oh
yeah, I don't know if it's my laptop, or the emulator, or I've unintentionally broken something. I cannot progress past the first phase of this boss fight.
Yeah.
So we're not fighting Joamon. Sorry.
I guess he's just got Sans abilities as well. Now neither of us is going to win.
Anyways, I do wish I got to show off the second phase at least, because he starts throwing like grenades, and I think he might throw like cartoon fuse bombs. Anyways, enough silliness. Let's get back to the super serious main story.
Yes, very serious. Alright then.
Pace back and forth. We'll keep an eye on you, Buster.
You're walking too fast.
It's an empty lot.
I think she got stuck on the telephone pole.
That man. I think that's the man who saved me at the batting cage. He talked to me about the pendant.
Come on, Haruka.
Okay.
Alright, before we go up, I did have to check my notes. I'm pretty sure there's a coin locker key here, but I can't find it. Let's see if this man will give me a hint. Well, not directly, but I could see it. There in the back. There it is.
You're walking too fast.
Thank you.
And one that I remembered on my
You're
own.
walking too fast.
Of course, this boat will explode in like 5 minutes. That one would be lost forever if you didn't get it here.
And I'm checking my notes again to make sure there's not a third one.
It's actually beneath
Good
the
evening,
boat. You gotta
Cousin
swim
Hassan.
for it.
I'm Terada, a lieutenant of the Omi family.
What? Tell me. Why is the Omi family helping Fumo?
I don't know why that
Just
what
like
is
you,
there.
Cousin
That feels
Hassan.
like
I owe Fuma-san.
Daryl Carrillo did two completely different readings of that
Fuma-san is
line,
waiting for you.
and they took the
Follow
what
me.
from one reading and the rest of the line from the other.
What? Oh shoot, what was
What?
it?
Tell
Mega
me.
Man sprite comic where people will just
You
randomly
made
say
it.
what?
Kazuma.
I don't know. It's not Bob and George, is
I'm
it?
glad you're all right.
I don't know.
apologize.
That's the only
for
Mega Man
putting
sprite
you
comic
through
I know.
all this trouble.
Forget what it was called. It was just a
The
really
man
weird
you just
RPG
met,
Maker game.
Terada, he used
Just
to
half
be
the
an
lines were
assassin,
just
like
started
me.
with the
Oh!
word, what?
I see.
Yeah, Mega Man
I asked
Sprite
him to
Comic
spy on the
RPG.
Tojo clan.
I think it's just called Mega Man Sprite
Him
Comic.
being a lieutenant
Yeah.
in the Omi family.
I thought
It's
so.
done by
Actually,
Splendid Land.
Nishiki.
That game
Kazuma,
was
listen.
one of the funniest
I'm going to tell
games.
you about everything that's been
It's great. You
concealed
can
for the
just
past
get a
10
game over by
years,
walking
okay?
on the grass at the start
Yes.
and then getting partway through the game.
This
Mhm.
girl's mother, Mizuki, doesn't
Anyways, important
exist.
plot stuff here.
What?
Yumi.
You don't.
Yumi is Mizuki.
Oh my god.
The woman you've been looking for, Mizuki, is in fact
They
Yumi.
really want to make sure you get this.
What are you saying?
I'm saying
you
that
said it
Yumi
twice.
and Mizuki are one and the
For the
same.
last 5 years.
That means Haruka's mother.
Yes!
Yes!
Yumi.
Period.
It's Yumi!
She is definitely
It's
Yumi's
Yumi.
daughter. No doubt about it.
So Yumi isn't my aunt.
I didn't
She's
get this
really
far,
my mother.
Kiyomi. I don't
Wait,
know
wait.
if this scene is this
Who's
dumb
Yumi's partner?
in that
mean-
translation too.
Haruka's father.
Well, to be honest, that's a bit of a
Yohei
relief. When you
Jingu.
said she didn't exist, I
Jingu.
thought I didn't exist,
mean
and that would be really
from the
weird if I just
NDI.
phased into oblivion right now.
This
You see,
picture is
Haruka
from
was a
9
plan by
years
the
ago.
Japanese government to
The
create the
baby Yumi
perfect
is
gambler.
holding
She has no
a
mother or
man
father.
standing beside
And this
her.
is just a
Is
realistic
Jingu.
photograph of a baby we
You know
spliced
that
into this
Yumi
game.
lost her memory due to shock caused by the shooting.
You're from the real
Yes.
world.
After the shooting,
Uh,
Yumi was scared and confused.
Haruka,
She just
you're
ran
actually
from
in
the
a video
hospital,
game
but she
called
did remember
Yakuza.
one thing. She remembered where the Sunflower Orphanage was.
Kiryu
where
doesn't
she was
exist, and
born
in fact, he's
raised.
trying to keep you in the game.
Sunflower.
He's the final boss. Surprise!
After hearing the news, I rushed over there to get her.
Yeah, this exposition dump is light
I
compared
tried to
to
help
some
her
later
regain her
Yakuza games.
memory.
Like there were
I
times in
showed
Yakuza
her a
0 I
bunch
felt
of
like I was
pictures.
just spending an hour going through cutscenes. But this one is fairly excessive.
What's wrong?
Rain,
Huh?
lightning.
Fucking hate weather.
No!
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know, but
At that point, it hit me. I realized who really killed Dojima. And after that, I decided
Well, I'm
not to
disappointed
tell
in you,
Mizuki
Kiryu. I
about
thought you
Yumi,
did it. And I mean,
instead took her
sure,
away.
yeah, he had to get arrested, but like, hell yeah, that guy sucked.
How did Yumi end up with Jingu?
Jingu and Sera were pretty tight. Jingu used to do business with the Tojo clan. That's when Yumi and Jingu met.
Jingu and the
So
child.
we're not
That's when
doing-
Yumi
Jingu was
and
trying
him
to
met,
get
but
involved
what
in
about
the political
Mizuki?
world.
Who's
Sera
Mizuki?
was the man behind the scenes.
I need a
backing
reminder.
Jingu. Jingu met Yumi.
We're
fell
not
for her.
doing Yakuza
Since
2.
Yumi had no recollection of
But
her
there are
past,
generally
it wasn't
speaking
hard
two
for
types
Jingu to
of final
feel that
bosses in Yakuza
spiritual void
games.
that she was feeling.
One is this type where they're not really
I thought that if she could live
established,
happily
I'm
with
going to
Jingu,
say,
she
until
could
the last
escape the world
third or
of
so of the
organized
game.
crime. I thought maybe it was an opportunity
We've
to
heard
change her
Jingu's name
future.
2 or 3 times, but now he is the
With
most
that in
important
mind,
character, and
I
we have
felt
to
that
fight
Yumi
him.
could be happy spending the rest of her life.
Yakuza
with Jingu.
2, oh, I forget the character's name. It's
Then
like Ryota
Yumi and
Kyoto or
Jingu
something
had a
along those
child,
lines. There's that
Haruka.
baby again. It looks so realistic. What the fuck?
One day, Jingu received a marriage proposal
Um,
from the Prime
But
Minister's
Ryota
daughter.
Kyoto is the only
That's when
final
Yumi
boss
decided
like
to leave
that.
him, since they weren't
Every
officially
other
married.
final boss in Yakuza
She did it for Jingu.
just sort of shows up at the end.
But that decision
Yakuza
started the
0,
house
I
of
think, handles
cards
it well
toppling.
because you're introduced to 3 major characters and
Jingu
become,
had acquired power through marriage, and
you know,
not of
major
his own
boss
accord.
fights throughout the
So in
game.
order to maintain that
But
status,
the final
he
one is the
became
one you deal with the
ruthless,
least.
all the while justifying it to himself.
I guess
After
this
their
game
breakup,
also
I was
has
looking after
Nishiki, who
Yumi
kind of
and
acts the way
Haruka.
that Ryoji does
Then
in
one
Yakuza
day,
2, but
Sera received an urgent call from
but because
Jingu.
Jingu exists, he sort of
Sarah, you
becomes
gotta
the
help
biggest
me
deal.
out. I'm in deep shit.
What's the
Anyways, let me
problem?
know when you recognize
Get over
Jingu's
here.
voice.
I'll send some men. Where are you?
No, I need you to come alone.
What the hell happened?
There's a body that needs to be taken
A body
care
has
of.
been discovered.
Jingu insisted
Not that
it was
guy.
just an accident. The body was of a freelance reporter who was trying to blackmail Jingu. He was going to write a story exposing the truth about Yumi and Haruka. Sera gathered notes
Now
and
Jingu's not
pictures
talking
from the
anymore.
reporter's home and burned them. But for Jingu, it wasn't over
A
yet.
couple more lines, and then I'll tell you who voices it.
Now, is everything settled?
Well, not exactly. There's one more thing that needs to be taken care of.
Are you gonna shoot me? Because I'm
To
here and I
prevent this
helped
from
you.
happening again, there are 2 others that also need to be dealt with.
Alright, neither one of them's me, right?
You mean
We're good, we're cool, right?
Seta, this is to protect our future. We must.
Jingu?
Alright, cool.
It's for the future of Mother Base, Jingu. Yeah, Jingu is Robin Atkin-Downs. Voice of Kazuhiro Miller, Travis Touchdown. Those are his 2 big voices, I think. Yeah, this performance is a lot closer to Travis than to Kazuhiro. Too long, asshole.
What do you think you're doing? Chairman,
What?
Fuma-san,
Hey,
You just sitting,
I made a
standing here?
promise to Jingu.
That guy.
is
Kicked
your
open
word so
door.
important?
So you were.
You would
We
kill
didn't
a
see
girl
you come
and her
in. So
baby
you
to
were
keep
already
it?
in the room, and you had somebody else
Nothing
break
can
into
be
the
that
room.
important.
I was here all along. A Yakuza story.
Lucky for Yumi, or maybe unlucky. She regained her memory at that very instant.
Yumi and Haruka.
So
Jingu.
one of the unfortunate
That
things about
heartless
the
son of a
Yakuza
bitch.
series is that because
I
Masasera
persuaded Sarah
dies in the
to put
like the
Yumi
first
and Haruka
chapter
into
and dies
hiding
off screen
where
at
Jingu
that,
would never find
you sort of expect him to
So
be
that's
kind of
how
a nothing
Mizuki and
character,
Ares came to be.
but I actually
Yes.
really like him.
Sarah and I arranged to have Haruka
Mostly
live
for what he
at
does in
Sunflower
Yakuza
and to
0,
change
but even in
Yumi's
this
name to
game,
Mizuki. We
he does
hired
a very good
counterfeiter
job of being
to
like
forge all the
a
necessary
very
documents.
competent
We also altered the way she looked,
ally for
face,
Kiryu
hair.
while appearing to be
But
the
Oyama,
antagonist.
why did Yumi steal 10 billion from the Tojo clan?
That wasn't the Tojo clan's money. It was Jingu's.
Fuma-san, the Shimano family is outside. It's not safe here.
Damn Shimano! That crazy bastard!
Alright, well, anybody else want to take care of this? No? Okay, well, don't worry, I
Tirada,
got it.
what's up with that pose? Alright. Safety save, and out we go. And we'll just leave the Japanese grunting in.
No, it's Hunter Gamma. Oh no, it's just a weird camera.
Hey, there he is. Kazuma.
I couldn't think of a one-liner, I'm so sorry.
I'm so mad.
Can't believe none of you respect boats. Alright, well, I guess we gave him a few seconds to just throw everybody else overboard. Alright, Kiryu, we're gonna beat you up, but first we gotta get rid of these guys. You wouldn't like him anyway, they'd just be an obstruction.
Dual heat actions don't exist yet, so you couldn't even use them to your own advantage.
Hey, Kiryu, I thought we could be friends, but Alright, now come on, throw him into the sea. You gotta be able to throw him into the sea, right?
Ah, an Imperial Army grenade.
Let me just
Time to
punch
use
you.
it as a blunt implement.
Completely safe, it's fine. Grenades can only explode if you pull out the pin.
They also explode into massive fireballs. That's how grenades work. They don't just cause a bunch of shrapnel that hurts you. It's the actual explosion that does the damage.
Yeah, you know, look at the grenade. Why is it all bumpy? Because they felt like making it that way. They took grenade 1, which is now pretty smooth. Looked at it and said, You know? Could be a bumpy boy, though.
Hey! Blow this ship to hell!
Well, gotta have this shot.
Alright, well, most of the friendly characters were on that boat. I guess Dante's still fine. Haven't failed him yet. Oh, there you are.
Are you okay?
Alright, good.
Yeah,
You can still use
zero
your legs.
explanation. They just got out and swam, I
Too
guess.
close for comfort, though.
They're all common riders, I guess. Oh shit, how do we get out? Don't worry, we're already out. Alright, well, guess you didn't have enough grenades for us. That might have been a good idea.
We meet again, Kazuma. And Fuma. You sneaky fuckers.
Shimano!
Tirada, you pretended to betray Nishiki and take sides with me. But I saw right through your deception.
I'm not owned.
I've been watching you the whole
I'm
time.
actually brilliant.
You and Nishiki.
This is another thing I kind of don't like about Yakuza games, that every villain is so convinced that they have it all
It's really
figured
a
out.
shame that you all have to die.
Shimano!
There's really just not enough. I think, like, Kuze in Zero is the only one that really admits that he's been outplayed.
Hey! What's this shit?
Anyway, speaking of Zero, here's another thing they reused. in Zero.
Kashu again.
Alright, I'm super brilliant. Anyway, let me just take care of you, and then I'll find Mizuki, who is not Yumi.
Kazuma, looks like you've been having one hell of a time.
Yeah, so do you.
John DiMaggio does a fine job as Kashiwagi, but it doesn't gel well with the direction they took Kashiwagi in the later
Let
games.
the massacre begin!
He's just a little too jovial. Whereas Kashiwagi in Zero is like a stoic, hard-ass motherfucker who can punch Majima clear across a roof. And people will routinely fail that heat action on purpose because they love that cutscene so much. Anyway, speaking of useless allies, 4 of them in a single stroke. Hey guys! Hey guys! No, it's fine. I'll just do this. Wait, what's in this box?
A statue, I guess?
Well, I wasn't going to a museum or anything.
Alright, Shimano, you're busted. Assuming that was a statue bust. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Put the bulletproof back on.
No.
There we go. Alright, lightning bomb.
Eh.
And I zapped all my allies. That one's on me, guys. I'm sorry.
You were just trying to whip them into shape. They weren't doing anything. This is what
I
I
will
think
say-
of you.
I think I got Shimano to drop his sword. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention when he still had it, but I think Shimano is the only enemy in the game that fights with the Tomaki-style sword fighting. I think it's just an interesting way to differentiate this boss fight from the first one. Oh! There's also a cutscene, like quick time event, that I never got to trigger in this fight. Happened all the time the first time I played, but it didn't happen in this fight. Shimano drags you out in the middle of the parking lot, and then a car comes to run you over. And then, if you don't do the quick time event, you get run over. If you do the quick time event, Shimano gets run over by his own man, presumably. Also, look! Our 4 allies are about to gang up on Shimano. Get him, guys.
Get his
Guys,
ass.
get him. Guys, do something.
I'm very scared. Kiryu, please do this for me.
Alright, I'll hold off Kina, maybe. You guys focus on Shimano. Please? Alright, maybe I'll take on Shimano when you guys handle Kita.
Ow! My back!
Kita's barreling towards us.
Alright, I'm just gonna beat up Shimano, and if anybody comes near me, you get them. Oh, jeez. I'm losing that raise now, aren't I?
You're through, Shimano.
This is another scene that's in every Yakuza game. Kiryu doesn't kill someone he should, by all accounts, just kill. And then they kill someone else before dying.
Kazuma.
Alright, so I can see why Fist of the North Star got an adaptation from these guys then. Hey Kiryu, you want to meet somebody else who fails to save people all the time?
About the 10 billion.
Oh god, the scene that happens in the Fist of the North Star game is the worst example of it. I hate it so much.
Sarah and I,
especially because, like,
we took the money.
What?
Maybe this wasn't the case, but in that game,
10 billion.
2 characters get shot, and then one of them shows up in the very last cutscene. But, like, there's not much indication that he lived, except aside from that.
Money laundering.
In the cutscenes where he's shot, he's shot. Looks like he just dies.
We needed
So I had canon both those characters live because fuck it, they both deserve to live. The game just kind of falls apart at the end.
Yumi did?
Hurry up and get to Ares. Kazuma, Yumi is in danger.
Ares?
Anyways.
What about Miss...
you get?
No, don't worry. I got it. Crystal clear.
Also...
Is that...
This is... Sarah's will. It's all over.
Yes. Thank you.
Are you sure you're okay?
In addition to the will, there is one more,
To get rid of Jingu,
I think, important character detail that I think a lot of Yakuza fans aren't aware of because they kind of skip Yakuza 1.
Still, you're going to be in danger too.
I'll talk about it more once they actually say it.
Hey,
but it's like indirectly referenced in Yakuza 0.
Shimano and Nishiki
and a lot of people don't realize that's being referenced.
But I am the 3rd chairman of the Tojo clan. I'm not about to run and hide.
Masa.
Just in case something happens, I want you to keep this will for me.
The future of the Tojo clan is in your hands.
Literally, because it's a will.
Kazuma, I have something I have to apologize to you for.
Promise you won't get mad.
Please forgive me, Kazuma. I'm the one who killed your parents.
Okay.
It was me.
Well, I mean, I guess you really couldn't bring it up at any other point.
Where I send
so yeah, this is a very important thing about Sunflower Orphanage that I don't think a lot of Yakuza fans know.
It doesn't matter.
Just fill the whole orphanage, I did.
Because early in Yakuza 0, I think Kuze makes a comment about Kiryu coming from Sunflower Orphanage. And says something along the lines of, like, you're being groomed by Kazama, which was Fuma's actual name, and you don't even know it. And a lot of people are just like, oh, you how dare you not realize this man that took you in and raised you as a son? And it's like, no, Kuze's right. Fuma, I'm just gonna say Fuma because it's easier to distinguish between him and Kiryu. Fuma murdered Kiryu's parents and then stole them.
Mm-hmm.
The entire orphanage is full of children that he stole.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not the intent with the character, and because it's a fictional character, I can pretty safely say that's not what the character was actually trying to do. He was trying to, make the best of a bad situation. But for someone like Kuze, it's entirely, logical for him to look at what's happening and go like, "You're stealing children.
Morally,
You're
this is
trying.
not how orphanages typically starts.
You're trying to raise your own family from the ground up. You're gonna have a whole bunch of adults that you raised that are willing to fight to the death for you."
Sunflower Orphanage, also known by its other name, Mother Base, of course.
So yeah, if you've only played Yakuza 0 and thought that Kuze's line about Kiryu trusting Kazama so much was weird, yeah, that's why.
There you go.
It's actually really weird that Kiryu was totally okay with Fuma.
By the way, I killed your parents. Bleh.